Hello, students. This is the video lecture called Current Stuff for the music industry, or current information on the music industry, whatever you want to call it. Basically, it's more up-to-date information building upon the stuff that I have already provided for you. Before I share some documents with you and go over those documents, I just wanted to explain a little bit about how the music industry is organized, at least in the United States. There are really three companies that dominate the music industry. They have many, many smaller labels underneath them. I mean, imagine like tentacles of an octopus coming out with just, one big head at the top. Imagine, okay, three big octopus, that's octopi, I guess. Okay, imagine three of these things with all these tentacles coming out, but there's like three major heads. Sony Music Entertainment is the largest, and here are some of the labels that either are currently under Sony or used to be under Sony, but you get the idea that one big company owns all these other things. And if you are an artist and you are signed on a major label, they take most of the money. When a CD sells or when something streams on Spotify, they're going to keep the bulk of that and give you a small percentage of it. And you may ask, well, why, Professor Arsenault, why would anyone sign on a major label when they're going to be keeping most of the money? And many artists have complained about this. Well, the reason is that they have the distribution muscle, as it were, and they have the industry connections. When Saturday Night Live wants to book a new musical artist, they're going to call probably someone who works at a major label and say, hey, who do you have, who do you want to promote? Or if you want to get your CD sold in Starbucks, that's a place where people buy CDs now. They're going to be the ones to arrange it. If you want your album sold in Walmart, so there's some reasons why artists want to go independent, so they can keep the most of the money themselves. But then there's a reason maybe you want to go with the big label because they have that sort of distribution muscle behind them. Warner Music is another big group, another big label. They own some other smaller labels. And Universal, significantly smaller than the other two, but also has a lot of these smaller labels that are connected to Universal. Okay, now what we're looking at here are mid-year statistics for 2022. Okay, these are statistics for the middle of the year, and we're comparing them. This is RIAA. I don't know exactly what that stands for. Recording Industry of America, something like that. Basically, the industry trade group for the recording industry. Here we're comparing, these are sort of overall revenue. I'm not concerned about the distinction between wholesale and retail right here, but what you can see is that when you compare the first half of 2020 to the first half of 2021, and then we have the first half of 2022, whether you're looking at wholesale or resale, it's going up. So for the past few years, there's more and more money being made from the recording industry. More money is being made. That is $7.7 billion. Where does the money come from? This is for the first half of 2022. We're looking at this right here. Where does the money come from? Streaming is by far the biggest chunk of the money. Streaming. The first video that I used in this module shows the growth and discusses the growth of streaming. Streaming has grown considerably even since then. People, for the most part, are not buying physical products anymore, not buying CDs, not buying vinyl. Vinyl, actually, big takeaway, vinyl is actually selling better than CDs. Kind of remarkable, pretty cool for an old guy like me who still likes to collect vinyl. And then we have sync. I'm pretty sure that has to do with some of the stuff we talked about already, which is, paying money to use songs in commercials, TV shows, things like that. But the revenue is really coming from streaming. That's where the revenue is really coming from. Okay, now we're looking at paid music subscriptions. This is what I want to look at right here, paid music subscriptions. And it is 90 million. Like, it's 90 million people are paying for music subscriptions. And again, when you look at the comparable statistics for the first half of 2018, 2019, 2020, it's going up. So more and more people are making the transition from paying for, a physical artifact to streaming, and it's definitely going up. Okay, now we're looking at the physical product for people who are purchasing things. Again, people who are purchasing a physical product for music are a minority when compared to streaming, but there are some people who are still buying things. When you're comparing the first half of 2021 to the first half of 2022, that's what it is, the first half there. Albums, LPs and EPs are up 22%. Okay, this is the amount of money. Pretty sure that's in millions, I guess. CDs have actually gone down. Okay, I remember when CDs took over from vinyl, but CDs actually went down from 2021 to 2022, and vinyl went up. Okay, so those are the key takeaways from this chart right here. Okay, now I'm going to go through and just show you a couple of pages from this report, the year-end report for 2021, year-end report, just basically identifying, this is put out by Billboard, the main magazine for the music industry, just identifying some major trends, some big developments, and then it concludes with some charts and sort of relative comparisons between different genres of music. K-pop continues to grow. I think some people in the class like the K-pop, BTS, and now we got Blackpink and Lisa, whatever, La Lisa. Yeah, that's a big K-pop thing. Okay, what this page right here is basically saying is that catalog music takes the lead. What they mean by catalog music is older music, not new music. And reading here from the study, for the first time since MRC data began tracking streaming data, streaming of new music has declined in volume year over year, which means catalog has gained a significant share. Remember, from the stuff we've already looked at, streaming is going up. There's more revenue from streaming, more people are streaming, but there's actually less new music streaming, which can only mean one thing, is that people are streaming older songs, maybe going back to Fleetwood Mac, Zeppelin, Bruce Springsteen, or other artists. Latin music, as the industry likes to use that term, Latin music is growing. Bad Bunny is an artist. I'm pretty sure many people, if not everyone in the class, is familiar with Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, very, very successful in recent years, very, very successful in 2021. And look at that. He had three top 200 albums in the year 2020, including the first all Spanish language album to ever hit #1. Kudos to Bad Bunny. Here, Billboard is saying the same thing that the RIAA indicated as well, that the vinyl revival is going on. This is just kind of remarkable, really kind of remarkable that, vinyl has seen this incredible resurgence. Now here they have some charts. Billboard comes out with weekly charts about popularity of songs, including not only sales, but also streaming as well. And over here, TEA stands for something like total album equivalent, or on demand is like song equivalent or something like that. So they try and combine the different ways that people are consuming and listening to music. But for 2021, top album, according to this, is Drake. And we have Pop Smoke. I think he's deceased. I don't think he's around anymore. Top country albums. I know we do have at least a few country fans in the class. Morgan Wallen. Wow, look at that, by a considerable margin. Morgan Wallen is clearly has the top album. Luke Combs. I like the Luke Combs. Not so sure I like Morgan Wallen. And then we have Taylor Swift. Oh, look, Luke Combs got 2. Taylor Swift has 2 albums in there. Luke Combs has 2 as well. Now we got R&B. Doja Cat has the top album. The Weeknd, wow, he's got #2 and #3. Oh, and look, Doja Cat there at #5 as well. Okay, now here's exactly what we're talking about when we're talking about catalog. Here we have the year-end chart for rock and Queen. you know, that old band. That's good. I mean, Queen music is good. Freddie Mercury, great, right? And then we got Fleetwood Mac, another classic, you know, classic rock band. And then Elton John, wouldn't even call him rock. Why is Elton John in rock? I don't know why he's in rock. Machine Gun Kelly, I guess he's new, right? He's the new kid here. And then Credence, I mean, come on, this is like, this stuff was old when I was a kid. This stuff was, Credence was old when I was a kid. Okay, here's what I want to end with, because this is going to be contrasted with a similar kind of information about radio. Okay, this is music, be contrasted with radio. This is music. The total volume of you know, the market share, as it were, of music sales, R&B slash hip hop, right? Sometimes hard to distinguish between R&B and hip hop. 27%. Okay, so of music that's being purchased, and again, that also includes streaming and physical purchases and digital downloads, all of that. R&B, hip hop is the most profitable genre of music. Okay, let's say that R&B, hip hop is the most profitable genre of music, followed by rock, pop, and then country. Okay, so if I asked you hypothetically, you know, what's the top selling genre of music in the United States, that would be the correct answer: R&B slash hip hop. Now we're talking for the year 2021, but it's been that way for a while. But that would be the top answer, followed by rock, followed by pop, followed by country. All right, that was just a little bit of information. I'm going to post that whole big 2021 Billboard study on Canvas for anyone who wants it. If you don't care about it, if you think this short video was enough, good for you. But those of you who are interested in music, or you want to drill down, go deeper, I'll put it there for you. Knock your socks off. That's it.